with this one, with like this one, like, do I like aim for the ones that like?
You want to?
Yeah.
You could try.
Well, I mean, this game is kind of a dating simulator.
Do you want me to go random?
Well, I mean, hey, you're the protagonist here, so just go.
Let's go random. I'm going full word association.
Okay.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, rain cloud.
Rain cloud.
Fester.
Fester.
Electricity.
Electricity.
Vivacious.
Wait, where? Oh,
bottom right.
There we go.
Anxiety. Bottom left.
Anxiety.
Inferno. Middle right.
And
Rose. Top left.
Rose. There you go.
Cheeks. Bottom right.
Cheeks.
Wonderful. Bottom left.
Wonderful.
Depression. Middle right.
Depression.
Embrace. Bottom left.
Embrace.
I should have done massacre. Breathe. Top left.
Okay.
Valentine. Clouds. Middle right.
Clouds.
Excitement. No. Charm. Yeah.
Okay.
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Vertigo. Cage.
Wait.
Middle left. Top right. Heart.
Heart.
Uncontrollable. Top right.
Uncontrollable. All right. Actually, hang on. Let's wait here till like Viki gets back. Like.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that was quick. Yeah, we just finished picking up the words for the next day.
Yeah.
I went random again. Or as
They're
random
like
as
your
possible.
favorite words you saw?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like it's kind of like whatever like shows up right there, and like it's like the first word that my eye like picked up did it. But that one, what was that one I said I wish I would have done? Bubbles.
No, it was
I did pick bubbles. But I wish I would have done. It was like one above it.
Another one?
Yeah. It's like I hit that one, then the next one I said the next one. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Chad Kyle.
Yo, sir, I'm trying to make it like a Pokemon. It's like a question, it's like, Chad Kyle? Hey, Chad Kyle. Chad Kyle. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles.
Oh, that's you.
It was me. Yeah, something stuck in my throat. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri! Tell Chad Kyle
Chad Kyle?
to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori.
Besides. Oh, sorry.
You should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution.
Huh?
Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book.
I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the new revolution.
Retribution.
That.
Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Eehee.
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Hee.
Like whap!
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow. What was? Eh? A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle?
Sure is.
Is it because I paid my restitution?
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy!
Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good!
Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good, Natsuki. Can I try?
Jeez, beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, what do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Hee hee.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori?
Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room.
Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
Eh? You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
Hee, that's true.
Excuse me?
Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
There you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't getting worried or anything. Monika, choose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I was just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika.
I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monika. That's...
Monika looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I want to let you down, Chad Kyle.
Chad Kyle. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Haha, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I wouldn't feel bad for distracting. I would feel bad for distracting her from her readings. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be in the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book that you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how...
Oh, yo.
Oh,
No,
that's you.
just curious how come you have two copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright.
Alright.
Oh, sorry.
I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Chad Kyle?
Chad Kyle. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange and new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's... Well, that's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. All right, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
That's... I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I opened the book and started the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're held even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a little distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assumed that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue to the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But Chad Kyle, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that...
Wait? I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
That's I.
No, that's you.
Oh.
I...
Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. Oh, I'm sorry if you haven't been able to look forward to this.
Oh, no, it's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and I slip it back into my bag.
Alright, so whose poem should we share first?
Start at the top again.
Really?
But does,
You don't want to mix it up?
Well, does order matter in this game?
Maybe.
Like, is that like a factor?
I don't know how this
Well,
one works.
you're trying to make some points with Yuri. So let's start with Yuri, and then the other ones. It's kind of like Mer.
Okay.
That way, it's like easier.
You like the horror girl?
I guess.
You guess. You just want to win the game.
I don't like that. Like it seems like things are going that direction. So let's let it ride.
Let's see what you've written for today.
I'm a gambler at heart. Let it ride. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Chad Kyle,
Chad Kyle?
how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying that you've never shared your writings before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really
only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
Oh, there you go. Bow chicka bow wow.
Yeet.
Let's see. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. It's moving. The moon.
Yeah, it's up here.
Yeah, let's see. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, a classic. Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, or Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. And I stab that raccoon in the face after 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
Now I wear him as a hat. His tail is my new bookmark.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotion through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Chad Kyle?
Chad Kyle has nothing embarrassing about him. Chad Kyle only talks in the third person.
That's embarrassing.
Chad Kyle doesn't think so. Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that.
Chad Kyle
The
doesn't.
best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes.
Chad Kyle
and
respects
some
no
things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
All right.
All right, who's next?
Let's do Monika.
Monika?
Yeah.
Hi again, Chad Kyle.
Chad Kyle.
How's the writing going?
All right, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monika.
All right. Great job, Chad Kyle.
Chad Kyle!
I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
Aha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. Nuances, oh my god. It could take you years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Chad Kyle, take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and then this cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violet, granting waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
Haha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just...
Sorry.
Oh, it's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Haha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem could be abstract as physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision.
Remember to.
Yeah, see, when that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know what might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Haha!
Chad Kyle has no idea.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
All right. I'd say Ori.
Ooh! I like this one, Chad Kyle.
Chad Kyle.
It has some nice feeling in it.
Ah, I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better.
I guess it got me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good.
Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it.
No. I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, Chad Kyle.
Chad Kyle.
Never ever.
Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then?
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems that are good or bad, but that's why I go by my heart. It makes me feel things, and it must be a good poem.
Chad Kyle believes in the heart of the cards. No, I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
You want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes I like a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad?
Happy and sad?
Oh.
I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes you have a little rain cloud in your head. A sad poem can help you give that rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Chad Kyle.
Chad Kyle.
I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Alright. Okay. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. We were supposed to they were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monika taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've got pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah. Writing's the best. I want to keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
Alright, let's go talk to Natsuki.
I don't even want to talk to her. She's going to throw a cookie at my face.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either.
Phew.
Huh? Feel what?
I'm sorry, rubbing my eyes. Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey! What makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Aha! Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's it keeps like tripping me out. I keep thinking it's like still there, but like the name change is so subtle.
Yeah,
It
that would
just
have been
goes-
nice with the different colors.
It's like yeah. Hear that, developers of this game? If you're watching this, change the damn colors. So
Yeah,
we
that
can
would be
see who's
helpful.
talking. At least give us a color code or something. Something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday's.
Huh? You think so?
Yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say that we each take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here.
Let's see. Amy likes spiders. You know what I learned about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't, It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
That's funny.
I like it.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course! It's about how everyone thinks my... that doesn't matter! It can be about anything! I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think of you less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Ah, that's funny. You wrote about something similar today.
Huh? Did you say Yuri?
Yeah? She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things.
Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I judge her or anything.
Natsuki has trouble finding words.
I guess I should try not to be so mean to her.
Pullman Literature Club.
If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well,
Oh, it doesn't.
See.
Yeah.
Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. If everyone could come sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Oh, that's you.
yeah, that's
Oh
me.
my gosh.
Is this about the festival? There can only be one!
Yeah.
Only one.
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Tori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing.
Performing?
Monika?
Yeah, we're gonna have a poetry performance. Each of us are gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So Reed's putting it all in the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hee hee!
Let's see. Sarah, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting up these posters, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki.
It's like what in a
I
row.
could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event, each put out a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Wait, stop poking my eye!
I know.
Okay.
Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them and find them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
All right. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice.
Aha! That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monika! This is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your own poem in front of the club, how do you expect you to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Haha, of course. Now let's see. Monika flips. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Monika flips through her notebook at to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of my poem is The Way They Fly.
Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monika! Haha, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You didn't even...
Oh wait, this is you.
You can do it, Yuri!
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed behind her head, or keep inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around at her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard that we must see. We were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. Gosh dang it. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
So, Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Ah! Ah ha ha ha! Sorry, I giggled. Hee!
Sayori,
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Oh, sorry, gosh dang it. Good job, Sayori.
Hee. Even Chad Kyle liked it.
Chad Kyle!
I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours that were sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might have needed a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you meant. Well, I've been practicing this kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the next festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Chad Kyle.
Chad Kyle?
It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Chad Kyle lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki!
Oh, it's fine. Like,
I know.
she moved and I was like, oh, it's hers. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. See, since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about the lack of confidence in your writing. That's something you have to improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm of rhyme to it. If not Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Well, don't you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
I'm so surprised, Natsuki. I think it'd be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, so let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working really nicely so far. I like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have a weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait!
I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. It was for the sake of the club. And impressing Monika. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep,
Look at you two, always going home together like that.
it's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hee hee.
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Chad Kyle. You
Chad
don't have
Kyle.
to say it.
Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori was being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori?
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to,
Sayori fumbles with her words.
so let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, let's see. I would walk home with Yuri.
Really?
I guess you like Yuri more?
Nah. Let's
Yeah,
kick
sorry.
with your best friend. Walk home with Sayori.
Sayori?
Yeah. Then we got Sayori. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? You probably would. He ditches her to go to school every day and she's
Yeah.
just late getting up.
But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to be really like going... Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Chad Kyle.
Chad Kyle.
You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point, let's see, in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time?